Assalamualaikum, buenos dias, maayong adlaw, happy Isabela. Ito ang inyong lingkod, Kristen Lim, at makakasama ninyo ako sa panibagong episode ng Healthy para Happy. Dito lang yan sa Isa TV, your only island TV channel. Para sa episode na ito, ating matutunghayan ang ginanap na 2-day psychosocial support training for nurses na pinamagatang Caring for Carers noong ika-19 hanggang ika-20 ng Hunyo sa Jovets Hall. Ang kaganapang ito ay pinamumunuan ng ating butihing mayora na si Siti Jalia Tirabin Hataman bilang bahagi ng programa ng Gender and Development Unit of Isabela. Ang inisyatibo na naging posible sa pamamagitan ng mga pagsisikap ng Organisasyong Kuponan na pinamumunuan ng City Health Office Hepo Bernardita Huntukan na siya ring kasalukuyang presidente ng Philippine Nurses Association Isabela City Chapter ay naglalayong bigyan ang mga nurse ng mahalagang kaalaman at kasanayan upang masigurong may gender-sensitive care practices sa kanilang pinagtatrabahuhan.
Engaging in an activity, establish first your state of physical health and ask Dr. Spiras. Because many times over, Zumba, total Zumba, na asthmatic gani, high blood gani, hindi pwede na Zumba. At Zumba, ask the doctors first for clearance. Pwede ba kita mag-Zumba? Kasi, alay lakad, fun run. Pwede mo mag-join fun run. This is another. Healthy eating and medication. Guilty siya, marami. Take your medications they as updatedly prescribed by the specialist. When was the last time you updated your medication? Vitamin E, okay, for the skin. And then my doctor said, vitamin E is a blood thinner. So, dyan yung mga hypertension, hindi sa basta-basta ng mayra-mayra ng vitamin E. Again, malada biktima, health workers. Kasi over the counter mo sa todo. So we feel very kampante. Ay, kabay, anak kita na doktor, bukul kita. Oo, sakit na klase. It is within our control. These things. So let us make it our responsibility. Okay? Eat a variety of fruits and vegetables. Basic. Akin pa lang sa Isabela, akin pa lang sa Buanga. Hindi kita ang problema ng fruits. Ang problema kita kay Caro. Ito naman nila, mas niya ngayon. So let us make the reward everything. Opt for lean sources of protein, such as poultry, fish, beans, and red meat once in a while. Pero sa grocery kasi lechon. Pero si party, paano natin kabesa si lechon? Instead of, bueno, kaya menos lesser contribution. Hindi na palita at least. Pero mahalo na itong kara. No, uy ko! See, we're guilty. Kapag ko, kasi, kung milog ka na itong kaya diabetic, pero kung kanta mo sa resuelyo. So, sino masusunod? The atong resuelyo or what is good for us? We know the answer to that. And we should know what is good. Choose grains like brown rice. Pero nakakita na son, Caro. Rice. And mayonnaise is cholesterol, oil. Oil particles. Na we have to review our practices. Okay? Stay hydrated. Kasi very simple lang. When was the last time you took water? And how many glasses? 8 glasses a day. Minimum. There. And avoid processed food. Ako very guilty. Every morning, sinagat sa processed food. Either meatloaf, hotdog. Kasi ako man itong pas-pas, sardinas, di ba mga canned goods. Kasi kaya mo like last summer, on repair and cap for the so buy food. Na makatamad sa ako just to buy food. Know what triggers you. Also, the other I forgot to mention here is, if you know what is it that triggers you, you should also know what makes you happy. See, kasi sometimes that's a problem in life, generally. What makes you happy? You do not know. I always like to mention this sa mga close in relationships. What makes you happy? Hindi nyo alam, hindi ka maging alegre. Other than what makes us sad, avoiding what makes us sad and what makes us angry, you also have to find out what makes you feel good and do it. Or ask for it. Hindi pwedeng i-assume na lang natin kaagad. As much as we would like to express confidence in other people, sometimes kailangan din natin sabihan para mas direkta. Kontra kay guessing game kita. Kaya nga, di ba sabi nila, sometimes yun yung problema sa anonymous na exchange gifts. When you don't express what you want. And ending, magtadali. See, self-check. What self-care techniques do you find easy to carry out on a personal level? What are easy to carry out? And therefore, you ask yourself, why am I not doing it? Or if it's very easy, am I overdoing it? Because it's very easy. Yun na kasi Jollibee. Baka tutorial kami sa Jollibee, yun sa self-care. Once in a while, what is it that is okay, madaling gawin para sa inyo? Kasi kung hindi nyo nagagawa, do it. Kung medyo pinakibira man, baka yun na sa self-care, baka indulgement kasi. Indulging yan. Pwede naman sa spoiling yourself naman yan. So acknowledge that you need help, and whenever you see other people needing help, even if they don't ask for it, you have to volunteer. You can volunteer. And ask. And always remember, caring for the self is primarily a personal responsibility.
Healthy para happy. Healthy para happy.
You have to own it first, that you need caring. Diba? Hindi pwedeng, I am Superman. You need caring. And you need other people. You need the system to do that. So, as a closing, I'd like everyone to just spend time for a while. Every time you think of this line, day 1 and day 2, what comes into your mind? And then we will do it symbolically together aloud so that it creates more meaning. I am your name and I am a caregiver. I understand that many people depend on me to provide care for them, my family, my colleagues, and the constituency that I serve. I understand further that before I can provide care for others, I have to care for myself first. I understand that my capability to help depends on whether I am fit enough to give help. And so, given these understandings, I pledge to take it upon myself to practice self-care. I have to make it my responsibility to ensure that I am sufficiently cared for, because only then will I be able to provide care for others. So help me God. Go through all the lines and reflect on all the discussions that you've had since yesterday and today. Look at where they fit. Look at how they matter. And as a closing, we're going to take the pledge together symbolically. So that this will be a solid reminder that we have to take care of the kids.
Here, you have the summary for our Module 2. Identifying stressor and recognizing symptoms are very crucial in preventing the burnout. And then your call for action, please, you have to have the stress management. If there is no stress management, nothing will be done because it's a way how we can fix the matter, how we fix it. Improve the strategies and maintain well-being and optimal job performance. Now we'll go with time management as our module 3. 75% UK carers 2022 talk about 75% of the carers worry about continuing to juggle work and care. That's you. Okay? And I think it's the same price, the same symphony if we will do the same studies here. Maybe higher. Ours will be more higher. Okay? So what do we do in our time management? You know, one thing that I like to highlight here is the delegation. There are ways to delegate, but please do not over-delegate. Okay. Bisor, manager, staff to the staff, magpa-delegate pa rin. Wag na po. Refuse it when you need to refuse. Prioritize. I think this is very important. Prioritize your family, prioritize your love life, prioritize your schooling. What prioritize will you do in terms of money and your health? Okay? Some people will give different answer. They will choose money over health. Some will choose health over money. It's okay to get mistake in the prioritization so long as you focus on what is intended for your future. Debriefing the stress, this is what Mayor Dada was emphasizing. When you have a stressful situation, you need to reach out. And when you reach out, you need to talk it over. Diba? Ang sabi natin earlier, to take actions, to communicate, to assess. Be that person that we're talking. Oh, I'm poor in leadership skills. I'm bad in collaboration. I am not good in team building. I am not a team player. Identify that. Then, you communicate to your leader. Can you help me plan out my training? Can you please come out and reach me and help me with these things? If not, you can reach out somebody. You have to coach. You need to help them. And this is the only way we need to do the debriefing stress. So we have here desensitization and desensitization. The definition is there. It's a gradual exposure to a stressful situation. You're trying to come up with a simulation. So example, you're having a surgery of placenta incrita. Okay? Placenta incrita, placenta acrita. This is a very difficult surgery that you will expect 2 liters, 3 liters, or even 7 liters of blood loss. In your stressful situation, you need to desensitize this in order to get ready for that real scenario. So the sensitization naman is addressing the specific stress triggers. The earlier emotions that we talked was what? It's talking about emotions. Be sensitive. Be sensitive. And of course, mindful and relaxation. Integrating stress management on your routine. So in the conclude slides, these are the summary. Effective time management, prioritization, workload, all these things are valuable to you. You need to integrate a strategy that will improve the nursing practice, enhance productivity. Next step is to regularly evaluate your stress and foster a culture of continuous improvement. When you need an emotional support and mental health, where do you reach out? Co-workers. What else? From your end part. Who you reach out? Religion, okay. Parents. Family. You see, you never think of workplace. Sino nagbigay ng problema? And you did not go back to them. Okay? We tend to be quiet. We don't speak. Then we just side talk. Ay, kusay gets day. Sine tamin. Another day at tomorrow. Okay. Na, porque tamin iyo. Sige lang, jaloy lang. Baka manyana okay este. Itulog ko na lang to. Okay. Now, this is really wrong. When a workplace gives you the problem, go back to that workplace. Go to the leads. So this is what we need to do right now. Okay. Here in the emotional and support and mental health, I will just go quickly. There are two things that we need to do. In summary, just for the 4 modules here, there is 2 words I wanted to highlight. Speak up and listen up. So here's the mental health resource. 45% of us have given up work to care. Many more once stretched to breaking point, trying to juggle work and family life. And this is really true. So, do you have an in-house resources of employee assistance program? I don't think so. Wala. Wala tayo. Okay. There is HR related and there's nursing workforce related. Kasi I think we're in the concept of everyone has to go with HR. But you remember, we must have our nursing workforce, where our nursing workforce will focus on the well-being of us nurses. So here are some of the task cares we are performing. So mother or mother-in-law, husband. So these are very generic. So each table will be presenting a form of a communication using this guide, open conversation, and review the single stories. And you may add up as to how you want to relay the message. You have a staff who is underperforming without making him feel bad. Okay? So it can either be a unit manager to a staff, a charge nurse to a staff to staff, or a staff to a supervisor.
Takyo arane, not as dito you, boss, but takyo ara as your friend, amiga.
Porque ma'am, kusa man kilja atong kuan, kusa ba yung ase? Porque man tutaki. Dota siya naman yung nervous. Porque tutaki. Kay, sabi man to, newly promoted gay to mo. Boss ya gay to din yun, di ako job mo friend ka level.
Ay, amiga syempre tane, kosa base. Maskin promoted yaman kita, amiga syempre. Pero chine ko yung sita umi mga kwento-kwento ara, kire lang yung sabi si verdad pa este.
Kusa man si kwento ma'am? Kusa tayo sa sila taabla ma'am? Hindi ka sa deberasan.
Syempre, por eso nakikita kayo mga kwento kita si este pa kita mga tao mga chismis ba daw di aton mga uban si Chene kasi kumigo ta reklama kay hindi daw to kanila ta ayuda.
Abla to si ma'am, ken gat sa ta reklama, ken se, kusa di si nombre ma'am.
Hi, I'm Imelda Tan Cañete. I'm working in City Health Office, assigned in the RHU West, Tabuk. So, Nurse 2. So, in attending this seminar about this caring of carers, meron akong 3 points na natutuhan talaga. Importance of self-care in nursing. So the impact on the job performance, number 1 is better focus and efficiency. So kung maayos talaga ang pakitungo ng mga katastaasan o magaling ang paghawak nila sa mga carers, especially sa health, so magkaroon talaga ng better focusing yung mga carers sa mga ibang tao, or there is an efficient na outcome kung ano ang tinatrabaho nila. At isa pa, kung hindi naman wala namang problema between sa kataas-taasang o sa visor nila sa baba ng mga carers, so meaning mas maganda din yun ng relasyon na ganun magandang relasyon kasi para reduce or nababawasan yung mga pagkakamali or reduce errors in the work or sa trabaho. Then, sa impact naman on the patient care, so maganda talaga pag yung environment na yun sa pinagtatrabuhan ng mga professionals o health professionals. So, nagiging effective talaga yung pag-aalaga nila sa pasyente at saka improve ang patient satisfactory. So, maganda yung feelings ng pasyente na talagang satisfied talaga sila kung paano sila inaalagaan ng mga carers. Tapos, there is also a higher quality care. So, maganda ang pagkitunguhan, maganda ang pagkitungo ng visor ba o supervisor sa ibaba ng mga healthcare workers. So, ang tendency talaga noon, maganda talaga yung quality care para sa mga pasyente. So, meaning to say, masaya yung nagbibigay ng healthcare or masaya talaga yung nag-aalaga, yung carers sa mga pasyente. So, personal well-being naman, so, kung yun na nga, nabanggit ko na, maganda talaga yung environment sana pinagtatrabuhan na hindi toxic. So, nakaka-reduce naman ng stress at saka hindi naman yung burnout talaga kami sa trabaho. Na yung nafe-feel namin na may toxic na ngang kasama tapos burnout ka pa sa trabaho. So, through this seminar, natuturuan kami kung paano namin dalhin yung emosyon namin, na ayusin namin ang emosyon namin, or at sana pupunta din talaga nagkakaroon ng mental health problem pag nabe-burnout na talaga kami sa trabaho. So, there is also an increased job satisfaction. Yun na nga, nabanggit ko na lahat. Ang kalabasan talaga nito, there will be an increased job satisfaction. In overall, kung maganda yung pakitungo sa pinakamataas, pababa, so maganda ang kalabasan ng trabaho, at malagaan din namin yung sarili namin as a carers for sa ibang tao, sa mga pasyente. So, yun na nga, alagaan muna namin yung sarili, alagaan kami as carers, para maalagaan din namin yung mga ibang tao na sa pinakababa. Salamat po. Healthy para happy!
Hi po, ako po si Christian Marie Montebon from the City Health Office. Isa po ako sa mga participants ng Caring for Carers na hineld dito sa Jovets last June. Ang natutunan ko po doon or sa training na yon is kami din pala, mga nurses, ay dapat alagaan. Hindi lang po kami yung nag-aalaga sa mga pasyente namin. Kami din po may mga pangangailangan na kailangan din na maitugon namin. So, doon sa training na yun, ang napansin ko, importante din yung pagbibigay alaga sa aming sarili, yung mga dapat na gagawin namin para maalagaan ang aming mga kalusugan, hindi lang sa kalusugan, pati na rin sa surrounding, sa kung saan kami nagwo-work. So, sa training din yon, it emphasized the importance ng safety or yung safety ng kapaligiran ng workplace natin. Tapos din, doon din, prioritizing, it also prioritize the importance of the healthcare welfare ng mga taga-health sector. Lalong-lalo na yung sa panahon ng COVID-19, sa pandemic natin, importante din yung mental health natin na dapat tutukan din. Kasi hindi lang naman yung mga pasyente yung naapektuhan, pati din kaming mga healthcare workers. We also have families to attend to, but also we are in the healthcare sectors. Kami yung mga frontliner, kami yung haharap sa mga panganib na dala ng COVID-19. So, we are very thankful na nagkaroon ng ganitong klaseng training dito sa Isabela City for us all healthcare professional in the field of health. Healthy para happy.
The concept of caring for carers came about when the incident in COVID-19 pandemic, where health workers are the frontliners, and the incident in the burning of the ship of the Allison Shipping in Balog-Balog Island. Our City Mayor, City Jalia Turabin Hataman, requested for a stress debriefing to all the health workers, to include yung mga taga CDRIM o City Health Office, to do a stress debriefing because talagang na-trauma talaga sila doon, and we requested ng Dilaab Foundation to assist us in the stress debriefing. Doon lumabas yung mga anong naramdaman nila kasi ever since when incident happened like this, nobody asked us kung kumusta. Kaya when we had this training, we partnered it with the Philippine Nurses Association in inviting all the nurses in different stakeholders in the city of Isabela. Meron yung nurses sa academe, may nurses tayo sa DepEd, may nurses sa mga private and government hospitals, sa public health service natin, sa public health community nurses natin. So we total to 60 participants to this kind of seminar training, and we are very lucky to have with us two very competent speakers from Qatar, si Sir David, and from Ateneo de Zamboanga, si Sir Jason Sabilon. So from this activity, nakita natin, naramdaman talaga, yung intense ng activity natin yung first day talaga, when we ask them, yung sa first na leveling of expectations and knowing yourself, getting to know your best, was when we ask them, kumusta kayo yung during sa pandemic time? Bumuhos yung mga luha namin, maraming mga nurses na nagsalita, and yun talaga ang number one, nobody asked them, how are they when the COVID-19 pandemic strikes our place or into the whole world. So, maganda yung natin, yung speaker natin na lahat ng mga nurses participated talaga, sharing their insights and experiences towards this kind of activity. This is the first in Isabela City to have this kind of training on caring for our carers. Kasi usually, lahat training natin, you to care for our community, care for our family. Pero this time, you care for yourself. So maraming mga insights din na lumabas, and we are very lucky again with the Gender and Development Program natin na nagpa-fund ng ating training ng ganitong klase, na sana in the future magkakaroon ulit tayo ng ganito, and we will be inviting more nurses, health workers, kasi meron din mga midwives na nag-join. So it's maganda talagang activity ito. It's a memorable one for all of us, na that we're able to share our expertise, our insights, our experiences during the time of pandemic, and during time na nalunod yung Allison Shipping Lines sa Isabela City. Muli, nagpapasalamat kami sa ating Mayor City Jalia Turabin for giving us this opportunity for our nurses to gather all in one place. This is the first time na mga nurses nag-gather na in different stakeholders and offices para sa ganitong klaseng usapin. Maraming salamat po.
Ang seminar workshop ay naging napakahalagang karanasan para sa mga nurse na dumalo sapagkat binigyan sila nito ng kaalaman at kasanayan sa pag-aalaga na may sensitibidad sa kasarian para sa kanilang mga pasyente at sa kanilang sarili. Ang inisyatibong ito ay hindi lamang nagpapabuti sa mga pamantayan ng serbisyong pangkalusugan sa Isabela City, kundi rin ipinapakita ang determinasyon ng lungsod na itaguyod ang inklusibidad at sensitibidad sa paghahatid ng serbisyong pangkalusugan. At dyan nagtatapos ang ating episode para sa araw nito para sa Healthy para Happy. Samahan niyo ako sa susunod na linggo para sa Healthy para Happy new episode dito lamang yan sa Isa TV, your only island TV channel.